Hi there, David Weaver with Franchise Your Freedom. I was recently asked a question, why should I use you as a franchise consultant? And I immediately thought that's a really good topic to share with you here on my channel. Um, when I thought about it, really you've got two options, right? If you're somebody that's looking into starting a franchise business, you can take kind of the self-guided tour and surf the internet. You're going to find yourself on websites like Franchise Your Gator, and frankly, be fairly confused as to all the different options that are out there. Or you can take a guided tour with an expert in the field. I got to thinking about what are the other advisors that I rely on for big decisions and big investments. And I immediately thought of the realtor that I use and also my financial advisor. In both cases, you could take the self-guided tour, and many people do, or you can spend some money and have the advice or the advisor of an expert. Um, the realtor that I use, I mean, I know lots of people in real estate, as probably everybody listening to this also do. The realtor that I use and rely on also invests in real estate himself. I invest in real estate from time to time. It's usually every 3 to 5 years. We get into some kind of rental project or a fix and flip, etc. And I rely on my realtor because he keeps his thumb on the market. He knows exactly what's going on. He's aware of the market, the neighborhoods that are turning over, etc., so that I can gain the most value out of that investment. And then my financial advisor is similar. It's important to me that my advisor is roughly the same age. We went to the same school. He is planning his retirement and his wealth management through the same phase of life that I am, and has similar kids age, et cetera, et cetera. And so he is currently doing the things that he's advising me to do, which I find pretty important. Another thing that I was thinking as it relates to using a franchise consultant, I might share with you some good questions to ask if I were in your shoes. The first question that comes to mind is, how long have you been a franchise consultant? How long have you been doing this? Like a lot of consultants and a lot of advisors out there, there's a lot of turnover, right? I'm going to be a realtor for 2 years, and then I'm going to be a financial advisor for 2 years. Franchise consulting is not a lot different. So seek out somebody that has been doing this for a while. Have you ever owned a franchise? Would be another good question. If you're a franchise consultant, what do you know about franchising, right? How many franchises have you owned? How many locations have you owned? How many brands have you owned? Somebody who has owned a single location is going to have a different perspective than somebody that's owned 6 locations, or somebody that has owned one brand and somebody else who's owned multiple brands. Have you ever owned two businesses at the same time? That would, give an indication of sort of your depth of knowledge and business acumen and expertise. Have you ever owned businesses that weren't part of a franchise? What kinds of businesses were those? What kind of perspective can you share with me as it relates to owning businesses but non-franchise businesses? Another great question is, what did you do before you were a franchise consultant? I think if you ask us a series of questions around the depth of expertise, you'll find yourself working with a franchise consultant that can truly help you navigate the complexities of the franchise world, the franchise agreement, the franchise discovery process, how to gather the right information, how to create a pro forma that you can be confident in. What are the right kinds of questions that you want to be asking the franchisor? How many franchisees should I be talking to before I make a decision? Things of that nature. So if you're researching franchises and you are wondering whether or not to use a franchise consultant, um, I would answer it's up to you. I would ask some really good questions and get comfortable with the expertise level of the consultant that you're working with. I hope you found this helpful. If you have, please leave comments below. If you'd like to contact me directly, I always leave access to my calendar in the comment section. Um, have a great day.